continue with the past paper of economics, May, June 2019. We're done with question 1, so we're going to question 2. The first question 2 says, 2a, which one of the following is part of the economic problem of scarcity? When we talk about economic problem, it's basically that there's scarcity. And scarcity comes as a result of not understanding how to allocate resources. Resources are not always going to be enough. So that means our factors of production, land, labor, capital, and enterprise, they are not always going to be enough. As a result of that, we are faced with asking ourselves, what do we need to produce at this present time? So that is the problem. The basic economic problem is scarcity, which is based on allocation of resources. So every now and then we have to allocate resources. So to allocate resources, we need to ask ourselves these 3 basic economic questions, which are what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. We're talking about what to produce, the type of resources, the type of production we need at this present time. That is what to produce. How to produce, the process through which we have to get it produced. Are we producing it here in the country, which is Libya, or we are importing it from Turkey or China or America? That is how to produce. Do we get it, please? And for whom to produce? This product we're talking about, who are those that will benefit from it? So these are 3 basic economic questions to solve the basic economic, the economic problem of scarcity. Do we get it? What to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce to. So let's go back to the question. The question says, which one of the following is part of the economic problem of scarcity? So based on the fact that there's scarcity, we have to ask these questions and we check the options we have. When to produce, do we have when to produce here? What to produce, do we have it here? So that's the answer B. Whether to produce, do we have it here? Where to produce, do we have it here? No. So the answer is B. Is it clear?
Yes.
Do we get it, please? Stop writing, I told you. When I'm talking, you don't write. We go to question B. It said, a country is to produce agricultural and non-agricultural goods. Its production possibility curve is shown here. So when we talk about production possibility curve, it's a graph that shows the combination of 2 goods that can be produced if all resources are fully utilized. Get the definition of a PPC. A PPC is a graph that shows the combination of agricultural goods and non-agricultural goods that can be produced if all resources are fully utilized. That means all resources are used within the boundary. This is the boundary. WZ are the boundaries. So if we are producing at this point, WZ, it means the resources are fully employed or fully utilized. Inside the PPF, it means the resources are not fully employed. It means that we have ability to produce further because we can still get here. From here, we can still get here. That means we can still move to the boundary. So if we still have the capacity to move to the boundary, it means we still have some resources unused. Get the point here. There's points X, W, Z, and Y. Within the boundary, it means resources are fully utilized. Why do I say that resources are fully utilized? I said resources are fully utilized because at point W, it means we can produce more agricultural goods than non-agricultural goods. It means we are still within the boundary. At point Z, it means we can produce more non-agricultural goods and none of agricultural goods, which means we have put all of our resources in producing non-agricultural goods here. Here, it means we have put our resources in producing more of this, few of this. Do you get the point, please?
Yes.
Because we said a PPF or a PPC is the same, a production possibility frontier or a production possibility curve. It's a graph that shows the combination of goods that can be produced if all resources are fully utilized. So all resources are fully utilized if the production is between the boundaries, within the boundaries. In here, point X is inside the boundary, which means we can still do further. So that means resources are not fully utilized. Therefore, point Y. Point Y means it is out of the PPF. We don't have resources to achieve anything here. Do you guys get what I'm talking about here? This is the point where we can stop, because this is where we end up. Anything outside here, we cannot achieve it. It is not attainable because we don't have resources to produce at this point. Do you understand? For resources to be used, what would make us to have an outward shift in the PPF would be that we have new raw materials or new resources discovered or technological advancements. Do you get the point I'm making here? For a PPF to have an outward shift going towards Y would mean that there's discovery of new resources or there's advancement in technology. Do we get it? But up until now, based on what we have here, we cannot achieve Y because we don't have resources to achieve Y. Do we get it? Point Z and W are attainable because we have resources to produce at that point. At point X, it means we are still not using all the resources we have because we have the capacity to get here, but this is where we are. Is it clear? Is it clear, please?
Yes.
So look,
you read out W and S.
more agricultural goods are produced, in essence, full utilization of resources. That means we are using all our resources here, but we are just producing more agricultural goods and less non-agricultural goods.
What's after produced?
In essence, that is.
In essence, yes.
Is it clear, please?
Yes.
So that's all I wrote. So the question says, a country is able to produce agricultural and non-agricultural goods. Its production possibility curve is shown here. So now we go to the question. Which one of the following points is not achievable? Point W is achievable because we are producing between the boundaries. It's on A. Point X is resources are unemployed. That means we still have resources to get to this point. It's still achievable because we are producing at that point. Point Y, like I told you, point Y is not possible because we don't have resources to get here. So it is not achievable or non-attainable. Is it clear?
Yes.
So the answer is Y. And for the last question, Z, it is achievable because we are producing non-agricultural goods. So the answer is C. Is it clear?
Yes.
So go to the next question.
Please scroll up this way.
No, you're going to write afterwards.
Yeah.
Stop, put your pen down. So go to question C.